Hey everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm just going to go through and try out the best ratio of how to get a glass nail. I've been struggling with this for absolute ages. I always try and avoid it if somebody wants it because of those tiny air bubbles that absolutely ruin it. So yeah, I'm just going to show you a couple of ways, three ways to how to get the perfect, as clear as you possibly can. So here's me just breaking in my brush, getting all those air bubbles out, because I feel like that is a major issue. So I'm going to do dry, normal and wet. So the first one I'm going to do dry, so I'm going to dip into my liquid, brush back fully and then half, dip into my powder 3 times, so I like to go 1, 2, 3 and pick up my bead. So then I'm placing it on the nail. You can see it's extremely dry. You've still got powder that you can see. So I'm just patting it into place. I like to walk my acrylic down with the belly of my brush. So I'm doing that. I've also been told that the best way to avoid bubbles is the less you play around with it, the better. So I'm kind of just patting it. I'm not brushing it. I'm just patting it into place and walking it down. So I'm just going to sit and let them dry. So the next one is just going to be how I would normally pick up a bead. So then I always do the 3 dips into my powder. So place it on the nail, pat it into place around the, I'm pretending that's a cuticle. And then just walking it down with the belly of my brush. Sorry, my sister rang me, so I had to start recording again. So on the third one, I'm doing a wet bead. So I'm picking up quite a lot more, leaving a lot more liquid in my brush. God, Trace, get your words out. And then I'm just patting into place and, as normal, dragging down with the belly of my brush. I keep dipping into my liquid this time. I'm trying to keep it as wet as I possibly can. So now they have all dried. That was the dry, that was the normal, and this is the more wetter. So I'm going to zoom in and hopefully you can see. So as you can see, the dry one, it's okay, but there is quite a lot of bubbles still. There's quite a few clusters on the right hand side, and there's just quite a few bubbles still. So I'm not happy with that one. And my normal bead, I feel like, is a little less bubbles everywhere, but there's quite a few chunks again on the right hand side and just really all over the tip. So again, not happy. If I applied that on a customer, I would be annoyed. And then this was the wetter one, and as you can see, it's way better. There's like 1 or 2 bubbles, but it is 100 times better. So now, I'm just picking them all up and just showing you on my hand. So yeah, the wetter one, you can see there's just like 1 or 2 bubbles you can kind of catch on camera, but the other 2 are awful, especially the drier one. So now I'm just going to show you the full bang. I'm just going to top coat them all just so you can see through it completely. So I'm just using, I'm using Kiara Sky's No Wipe top coat. And I always say that you pull it under the nail as well to get the full glass effect. Remember that I haven't filed these, so they are quite lumpy, so don't hate on me on that. You're meant to file them and buff them lovely and smooth, and then do this. So that one, I applied my top coat, cured, Then I'm going to do the same to my normal one, and then I'm going to do the same to my wetter one, and then I'll come back and show you them all. So now I'm just showing you them all up close. This was the dryer bead. You know, some people will say it's okay if it was filed and buffed, but I just wouldn't be happy with that. I'm quite a perfectionist, so I wouldn't be happy with that. And then my normal, what I call my normal bead. Again, I would be pretty disappointed with that. That one big bubble in the middle would just annoy me. And then the wetter one I felt was just 100 times better. There is that one bubble, but there's hardly any other bubbles anywhere else compared to the other two. So yeah, that was just me learning with you how to do them. So I just thought I'd record it on camera. So the way to do it is a wetter bead and not to mess around with it too much. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was a little bit useful for you. Please hit like if you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe if you don't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.